What up? Where y'all at, man? Where y'all at? It's your boy Big Boosie. I'm back once again. Once again, man. Got a, got a Lil Kim story that's highly respectable. Highly respectable. And you know me, I like to give people their flowers while they're alive, give them their flowers, because other people always want to give the negative conversation about these big artists that's out there. And I had to give this great credibility, excuse me, and flowers where it's due, especially on a level of her artistry, on the level of being in this industry, and the level of respect that I have for her, for a whole bunch of reasons, man, a whole bunch of reasons. Because I've seen her do things that a lot of artists wouldn't even do. They too high on they high horse and too uppity. So I had to make this one for Lil Kim. I had to. So people can understand who she is, excuse me. And I guess basically where she come from. You know, them Brooklyn ties, them Brooklyn upbringings. And as y'all know, Kim been around a lot of gangsters all her life, so I guess she adapted that as a female. A lot of females that I've seen wouldn't do the things that I've seen her done, or should I say do. And I just wanted to give her props on this one. And I got a few other stories, but shout out to her brother Chris Bo Jones. That's her brother. We're about to do the reality show. Chris Bo Jones, Lil Kim brother. It's called Who's Hot, Who's Not. We're gonna be looking for a lot of hot females to pick the hottest one, and we're gonna put that female on a platform, which is Empire Distribution. Shout out to my brother Waleed Coyote, one of my brothers that always helped me make some moves and do things, and put some money in my pocket, put money in his pocket, and it's all about everybody putting money in each other's pocket. And Chris Bo Jones is looking for the next hot female artist, and he's gonna help them put some money in their pocket and take care of their family and move forward and give other people jobs, to help out with this new person career when he actually finds the artist he's looking for, and he's gonna have help with his friends. We'll talk about that later. We got a few good cast people that's going to be on there that's highly recommended, highly favored in the music business, the music game. So y'all stay tuned for that. Who's hot, who's not. The casting call coming soon. So I want to start off by saying I met Chris Bo Jones through a great friend of mine. His name is Jabbo. Me and him was locked up together. I eventually got my time and moved on and got out. He got more time than I did because he took the weight, told the police everything was his, let his friends go. That's what real men do. That's the cloth we come from. And when I got out, I made sure I held him down. He did 15 years. He did, I think, 10 of that, and then did the rest on parole. So, I got out, held him down. Those are the things that we supposed to do. Long story short, when he got out, We started running around. We grabbed up Shay Davis from Smack DVD. We grabbed up a few artists. We started running around touring and pushing this artist slash label management movement, me and him. And he told me he got a friend, which is Lil Kim brother, that he tight with. And I'm like, word? He was like, yeah. I said, all right, cool. We need to link up and meet him. Met up with Chris. We had a great sit down, man. We came up with this thing called street shooters. So we wanted to film, we wanted to take the cameras to the streets and take our cameras and point them at people and start shooting and filming. Meaning a lot of celebrities, and you know what was interesting, to create good content. And you know, we created it. We started the logos. We got the logos and all that done. That'll come up. Y'all will see that in my documentary coming up soon. But we created it. It was me, Chris, Jabbo, and our bro Pop came around. Chris brought Pop with him. But long story short, we created Street Shooters and we started running around. We got a guy named Zaire. Zaire was one of our main cameramen that was connected in the industry. He used to do a lot of stuff, shooting for Papoose, videos for Papoose. A lot of artists, man. His catalog is long, but I'll get into that later. And so you know, once we started, we got the company. We went to LLC that got all of us putting our work in and our input. Major love. I appreciate you, bro. So we went and got everything LLC, snatched up Zaire. We started running around. We were shooting a lot of, famous people that we knew, and I got a lot of the footage. Y'all to see it in the documentary. Major game to game. Big salute, homie. So, we was putting in our work, putting in our due diligence, building content. And Lil Kim was locked up at this time. Everybody knows she got locked up for getting on the stand, lying to the feds. You lie to the feds on stand, you automatically get time. They said she lied about whatever happened down at the Hot 97 beef and the shootout started and all that, and they wanted her to take the stand. She took the stand and got up there and lied. That's the first how I want to say it. That's one of the first things of how you know Lil Kim is gangster and loyal. She didn't want to take nobody down. She could have took people down. She could have got on the stand and told, and she didn't. So let's go there. Fast forward. She goes and do her time, and I don't know her at this time. So she's in jail. So now we knew she was about to come home. And we all sat down, had a meeting. Me, Jabbo, Chris, Pop, and a few of our other comrades that wanted to help out with what we was doing. And we said, hold up, Kim is in jail. We don't see nobody promoting nothing for her. So my main process, what I thought about, I'm like, damn, my brother's a cool dude. He partnered up with me. Why not? Let's start promoting Kim. Let's go into the areas where she's locked up at and wherever else that we can. Get some flyers made. Lil Kim coming home and, and pictures of her and things like that. So we did that. We put a lot of those together, got our cameras together, and we started promoting, going around, getting girls and getting whoever else, asking them if they are Lil Kim fans and passing flyers out and telling them shout out to Kim Tell her what you want to tell her on camera. A lot of people would say, "What's up, Kim? We miss you. Can't wait to see you come home." And you know, a lot of people was like, "The Queen Bee, yes, we love you." A lot of females saying, "Shoot, Lil Kim started me doing things I thought I would never do." Until I seen a beautiful woman, highly respected, keeping it real, and it brought me out the closet. And not only that, you know, we went to Pennsylvania. We was just on the road. We was on the road wherever we can go that we think that we can pull a crowd and create some Lil Kim content and pass flyers out. We went there and we did that. And we did that all the way up to near her time for her to come home. So, fast forward, you know, we was running around and doing other things after that, and when she came home, she got real busy running around. She was hitting the studio up hard. She was in there hard. Everybody was waiting to hear music from her. And as she was doing that, I remember one day I go to New York, and Chris was like, "Yo, I'm going to meet with my sister. She got a meeting somewhere, so we're going to go link up with her." Because that is a label, man. I can't remember the label. I want to say Universal. If she went to talk to Mark Pitts or somebody, I'm not sure. I can't really remember. But I know we went there. We went upstairs, and we was waiting around for her to come out of a meeting or whatever. And she had a team with her. And shout out to Hillary, her old manager. She was around at the time. So, you know, as we leaving, we wait for the elevator. Chris was talking to her. She, you know, we wait for the elevator. We get on the elevator, and Kim, you know that street mentality. She was like looking at me. She was like, "All right, what up, Chris? Who's your friend, Chris?" And Chris introduced me, and she was like, "Hey, oh, how you doing, Boosie? All right, I'm Kim." I said, "I know." We bust out laughing. She shook my hand. And, you know, Chris was telling her, you know, who I am and what we was doing. And she was like, wow. And she embraced me like a brother from there on out. She embraced me from there on out. And, you know, we went out talking, having a good time doing what we do that day. So as we leave, we made sure she was good. She went home, whatever. I was in New York. So I came back down to North Carolina and was taking care of a few things. And I told Chris, yo, I could, you know, make something happen with my friends. My friend Mike and Bobby and them, they are a label that had a writer which was #2 with Neo in the country. And they sell music. They sell music that their artist was writing to these big labels. A lot of these hits y'all heard might have came from my homeboy's artist that was a writer. So at the time, I go and have a meeting with them. I go back to New York. I go to New Jersey, and they was from Paterson, New Jersey. I go to New Jersey, and I have a sit down with them and told them, yo, I've been hanging with my bro. His name is Chris, and that's Lil Kim's brother. And they was like, word. I'm like, yeah, man. I said, yo, we need to set up a good meeting with y'all and see what we can make happen in Universal and work out some stuff for her, because she's a free agent right now. And, you know, she's doing her music, but I'm going to ask her and see what she would think about it. So, Chris set up a meeting. They invited me over to her mansion. We get over to her mansion, beautiful mansion. The pearly gates open up like the gates from heaven when you walk into the establishment. And we go inside, and she had the beautiful big studio downstairs in her house. And you know me, I'm like amazed, like, wow, man, I'm really at Lil Kim's house. And you know, at this time, when she sees me again, and you know, at the house, you know, making sure we want something to eat, drink, all that good stuff. And you know, she made me feel at home, welcome. Great person. Everybody was saying all of these things of she got the fake bloggers once again putting out blogs like her face was from the shots in the face, lipo shots and all that stuff, messed her face up. When I get there, I don't see none of that. Straight up beautiful face. Now, if she had something done, it wasn't to the fact of what they were saying. I couldn't tell none of that ignorant stuff. But so you know, we went to sit down, had our meeting, and you know, I explained to her what I could put together, and she was like, "Oh, okay, cool." I put on the phone, we did a conference call, and voila, we made some magic happen. We made some magic happen. So after that, things just started progressing. I just started coming back more and more, and it got to the point where I was back and forth, and me and Chris was doing what we was doing. We was running around North Carolina promoting heavy with the street shooters. We was back and forth to New York. We was doing some stuff with Loon. Loon was out at the time. I had May's sister, Stace. We was doing a lot of stuff. And we started bringing Kim to North Carolina. I'm like, sis, we can go to book some shows while you putting your project together, and let's just make some other moves and make some money. That's a fact. And she was with it. She was like, what? Let's do it. As long as it's set up right, my flights is done right, everything is done correct, because she's so on point about how she moves. And you gotta definitely respect that. So I went and made sure that I put everything together, because I was the dude that do the parties and the promotion and all that. Chris was in the real estate, own houses, buy and sell houses, and things of that nature. But we came together when it was time to do our street shooters movement, and when we was doing some parties and stuff. So one of the first parties we brought her to was, we did one in Charlotte, I want to say with Club Ice. Club Ice, we did downtown Charlotte, sold out club. Young Jock heard about it. Young Jock was like, yo, I gotta come through and support. So as we down there, Young Jock came on his own. And at this time, Young Jock numbers was sky high. But he was just so much of a real dude. He came through and showed sis love like a bro. Like, he came through. The club was jam-packed. And I got pictures of that with him and when her and Young Jock got on the bar, put him on the bar. And they didn't believe Kim would get up there and hold it down like that. Those are one of the parts of me saying as if, you know, like she's gangster, because I say it because she real classy with how she move and how she do things. But when she's in artistry mode and performing, she give it up for her fans. She did it real heavy for her fans, man. And those are the things that I always commended about her. So we did that party, then we back and forth to New York, and there was times when I'm always was in New York and I'll get hotel rooms and stay, then I'll go over there to the crib, and she'll be like, what you doing? I'm saying, I'm about to go and leave and go to my room. She's like, nah, you can stay here. So I said, all right, well, next time I know when I come back. So every time I came back, she made it a point that I stayed at her mansion. Always was love, always. As long as I let her know ahead of time I'm coming, it was always love, man. Treated me like I was one of them. Their mother is like, treated me like one of them. I just talked to the mother, seen her on FaceTime the other day. I couldn't make the family reunion that they got. Chris put her on FaceTime with me, and, you know, open arms, probably about 2-3 weeks ago. I want to say 2 weeks ago. Open arms, man. And I'm just saying that to say how much of a real down-to-earth person Lil Kim is and her family is. And I'm saying that to say, so a lot of people that don't know her personally don't get it misconstrued that she's not that type of female, because she is, and she shows love, and these are one of the reasons why I want to give those flowers to Kim. So we was doing another party, right? One of my homeboys, he had a birthday. His birthday was coming up in Raleigh. He was like, yo, bro, I need Lil Kim. I need her, man. I need her for my party, man. So I said, all right, cool. I'm going to put it together. So I make the call. I called Kim. I said, sis, I got another joint for you. And she checked her dates. She called me back, and this her calling me on her own. It wasn't calling the manager and all that stuff. This is how much love and respect that we built in such a fast time. But so she checked her calendar, and she called me back, and she said, "Well, Boosie, I'm booked on that day, but they didn't send the money yet. Now, if your peoples want to do it, they send the money, then I'll cancel that because on the strength of you. I'll do that." "You said it's your boy's birthday." I said, "Yes, it's his birthday, sis." She said, "All right, we'll see what they want to do." So I called my boy up and told him, the date is open and she's booked already, bro. So if you want to do it, let's get to this money right now. Long story short, he went on, got the money. He got the money, gave me the money. I sent her the money. We sent the money to her. We wired the money to her. She got the money and she canceled. And she did that on the strength of what was going on, because of, me and her brother had ties to my guy whose birthday it was. And something eventually happened that we wasn't even able to, my boy wasn't able to continue with the date that he had for his birthday. And now I'm in a pickle because she canceled the date for what she had going on with another promoter. So now I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So I had to be 1,000 with her and let her know what was going on. And yes, she was upset, and she was upset about, that she canceled. And me, I'm like, yo, I can't make myself look bad if she did something like that. So I hollered at my boy, and I'm like, bro, she canceled for you, and now this is not her fault. Why you not still taking the date? And this is somebody that I'm doing business with. This is somebody that treat me like family, and this is not just no average artist, bro. So he thought about it, and he was like, yo, man, yeah, and I hung up the phone with him, and I left that with him so he could talk with his partners. So he finally called me back later on that evening, and and he was like, yo, bro, me and my team got together, and I understand what you're saying. We just gonna go ahead and send the money. And I'm like, yeah, I'd appreciate that, bro. And then, the next time we'll just come up with something like, yeah, we'll book on the next go round, we'll make the money up. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Because that's how I move. I got to keep my face good and clean with whoever I do business with. And that was a blessing. So we called her up. Me and Chris was together. We called her up. And we tells her, sis, we got the other half of the money, so we ain't even got to stress it. Y'all know what she told us? She said, no, it's no big deal. I get booked all the time. She said, y'all keep that money and y'all put that in y'all pocket and y'all make some moves with that money. We like, wow. But nah, me of character and me with my morals, I told her, nah, sis, this was your thing, and you stop everything you doing for me. Because I told you it was one of my friends. I can't do that. I got to send you this money. I got to. And she went back and forth. We went back and forth, and she was like, all right, well, y'all do what y'all feel is real. So me and Chris, we went and sent her the money. And that's just keeping it 1,000. Keeping, what we had going on, official and all the way around the board. So I got another opportunity. Club Black Ties, that was in Raleigh, North Carolina. Club Black Ties came across to me, and they gave me the whole building. And it was through one of my homeboys that I was doing business with. He was an artist at the time, and he was like, yo, man, let's bring Kim down for this. And I'm like, all right, cool. This is the procedure. I called Kim, we set a date, and that date was open, and We went on and booked it. We put the promotion together. We did radio commercials. We smashed the radio. We killed every beauty salon, barbershop, malls, clothing stores, everywhere with flyers. Raleigh, Durham, outside areas. We was everywhere in them cars with the street team, putting flyers out everywhere, everywhere. That was the talk of the city, that Lil Kim was coming to Club Black Times. The talk of the city. So, everything went smooth, the promotion went smooth, everything went great according to plan. We made sure sis was good. I rented a big hotel. We got the cooking. I brought my boy out, which is a chef. Before we got to the hotel, we spending the day together, hanging out in the pool, cooking out. Her team was there, Hillary, a bunch of the other girls that came down. A few people drove up to come pay homage to her. We had a big cookout at the hotel, like a family time. Then, you know, we left and told sis to go ahead and told Kim to go ahead and get her rest. Get your rest, sis, because we getting ready to get it in. We all leave and get ready. I rented 2-3 limos. And after we got our rest, you know, I had to get up, go to the club, make sure everything was straight and everything situated. Boom, get to the hotel, get all the cars together, get everybody lined up, get everything ready. So we waiting for sis to get ready. And y'all know women, y'all know how y'all are. Fashionably late, but we wasn't late because it's our club, our party, not our club. But that night it was our club, and sis did the headline. So it is what it is. The club filling up, the club packing up. Boom, we get ready. Sis come out, cameras rolling, pictures, everything going on. We having a great time. We make sure the security was there. We got her inside of the car and inside the limo. So everybody suited up, mounted up, ready to go. Ready to go, man. We get down to the club. We get into the club, and I got her section. We sectioned it all off. Shouted out Lil Kim in the building. The crowd was going crazy. You know, swarm with the cameras. Everybody was, you know, taking pictures. She partying, having her fun, letting some girls come up. And big shout out to Casey King from Raleigh. Y'all know her. She threw some of the biggest parties. She made sure that I had a bunch of nice, beautiful females around Lil Kim, holding it down with sis. And, you know, while I'm walking around making sure everything was all right in the club, she was holding it down for me with Chris. And Chris kept his eyes on her, and all my other brothers that was around helping out. So it was time for Kim to go on stage. We go ahead, we pull Kim to the stage. We get Kim to the stage. The crowd went berserk. Pandemonium in that joint. Pandemonium. So Kim gets on stage, and no, I'm sorry. No. I was about to give you the story after the fact. So no, this was before she went on stage. I apologize. So while we inside at where her booth was, she having fun, chilling, partying, dancing, the DJ rocking, crowd there around her booth taking pictures, and we was bringing other people up and letting them meet her. She taking pictures with them. All hell broke loose. Fight, going crazy. Niggas throwing bottles. I mean, it was going crazy in there. Crazy. So while they going crazy, now the security, they grabbing people, throwing them out, grabbing people, throwing them out. The security around her, making sure can't nobody get near her, nothing. So you know at this point, party normally be over. But y'all know Black Ties was known for already holding it down. Any gangster stuff going, the security always was on point, throwing them out, getting it handled, getting it contained. Long story short, it got contained on the inside, but we pushed Lil Kim out the side door that we came in, pushed her out, made sure that she got inside her limo, closed the limos, and everybody else was in their car, made sure that all our team was there, and make sure she was straight. So we didn't want to move until we seen all the cars that was moving, and make sure nobody was going to be firing and shooting and all that outside of their cars before we even moved her. So I go back to the inside, see what's going on, come back outside. They got the doors closed. People still was in there partying. Still was a nice big crowd in there. So I go outside and I tell sis, she called me, she said, Boosie, come here. So I open the limo door, I go and get inside and sit with her. She was like, what we doing? I said, we taking you back to the hotel. She was like, what we going in the hotel for? This is the part where I say Lil Kim is gangster. Besides what else I mentioned about her getting on the federal stand and not snitching. So she said, what we leaving for? I said, because I don't want nothing to happen to you, sis, and they fighting and all. She was like, they still fighting in there? I said, nah, the security got all of them out and looked like niggas left. She was like, so what we leaving for? Nah, I'm going back in. I'm like, you sure you want to go? She was like, yeah, I want to go back in. They came to see me. I'm like, all right, hold on 1 second. I go back outside. I say, yo, Chris. I get Chris. I say, yo, sis want to go back in. Sis want to go back in the club. He was like, yeah, I know, man. That's my sister, man. I don't want her to, but, man, that's her, man. She with the issue if it get like that, but she ain't worried about that. He said, you checked all the security? I said, yeah, look, everything was clear. And he was like, all right, come on. I said, yeah, let's go in there and get the security and bring her back in. So I told her, hold on, sis, I'll be right back. Let me go get the security. She was like, all right. I go in, get the security, let them know what's going on. They came back out, suited up, mounted up, put their formation together, came back out, got her, she got out, went back in. We went straight to the stage in the back. Got in the back, got to the back, got to the top of the stage. So I go out there, you know, get the mic, start turning the crowd up, asking them if they ready for Lil Kim. The crowd was going crazy, pandemonium. They gave Lil Kim the other mic. She came out, she came out on stage, and the crowd went crazy. She blew it down. Blew it down. And see, this is what I'm saying. This is my point why calling her a gangster. She really a sweetheart in real life. But, you know, it's just like anybody else. Don't push the buttons, and then she can go there if need be. But overall, Lil Kim is a sweetheart, but she gangster. She wasn't like any of these other preppy artists. And I'm not saying any other females that I don't know that's artists, the ones that I do know, or even some of these male artists that I know that something like that would have happened, they would have left. Got paid and left, and they ain't, you know, make their audience and their fan base happy. That wanted to stay there and see them would have left. Kim didn't want to leave. She was in the car, was ready, it was time to go. She stopped and made sure that limo ain't moved, and asked me what was going on, and said, no, I'm going back inside. If it's cleared up, and they cleared it up, she said, we going back in. She got in there and blew it down, did her thing, left off stage, went in the back, took more pictures with the fans, had fun, and then we escorted her out. And we went and got her back to her hotel room safely, man. For real. And that's why I say I had to do this right here. I had to give y'all this story and give sis her flowers. Give Lil Kim her props. That's what street knowledge is all about. I'm gonna give y'all some knowledge and give y'all an essence of real people and real things. I like to speak on the credibility of real things. I don't like to be on here arguing and going back and forth with another YouTuber. Now I won't say I won't, because I have, and that's for me to check somebody, and that's the only reason why. But Overall, street knowledge is for giving people their flowers, talking about all the right stuff at the right time, bigging up people, speaking positive things, giving positive information to my audience. For real. Y'all share this joint. Make sure y'all hit them like buttons. Anybody new, please hit the subscribe button. Send this to all y'all people, man, and tell them to subscribe. Let's go. Let's keep this thing rolling, man. If y'all want to cash at me, man, you know, cash at me, because I'm putting whatever I put into this podcast, and I feed the homeless. So I take some of that money and buy some chicken, plates, forks, spoons, and I go out and feed these homeless people, man. Y'all see it on my podcast, so I can't make this up. So y'all can cash at me at Bernard Riggin, BERNARDRIGGIN. Y'all can rewind it back and play it again. Money sign Bernard Riggin. But please subscribe, hit that like button, and make sure y'all stay around, man, for this content, because I'm gonna keep it coming. I'm gonna keep it coming. And leave me some comments in your in the comment box on one of y'all good Lil Kim stories of what y'all like about Kim, because it's time that we bring it back. We wait for you, sis. It's time. It's time. It's that time. And y'all stay tuned, man, because Chris Bo, her brother, is looking for that next hot female that got what it takes, man. We want to change somebody's life. We're going to add my brother Raleigh Coyote, and we're going to give y'all empire distribution and push y'all somewhere, man, where y'all want to be at. You just got to have what it takes. We don't want to hear no old crazy rap now, but make some substance to it. Talk that talk, but make it a song. We don't want to hear nobody just rapping. So we're doing a reality show. We're going to be doing casting call. We're going to be doing it at the TMG studio in Raleigh. So Hector, Ralph, y'all get ready. We're bringing it to y'all. And wherever state and city y'all in, when y'all hear about the casting call, y'all might have to fly in and come to this casting call. It's going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina. So y'all stay tuned, because we making these things happen, man. And we doing it for the ladies, because the ladies, it's their year. And should I say, it's been their years, because these ladies been popping and killing it. Shouts out to the Megans and the Cardi B's, the Gorilla, the Glorrillas, the man, the Lola Brooks, all the Atlanta female artists, man, all of the above, man. If I forgot y'all, I respect all of y'all, man. That's a fact. 313 Hugo Boss. He said Lil Kim is a gangster. How? If you heard the story, you'll know what I'm talking about. I mean, you're going to have to rewind it back, and you'll catch the part where she's gangster. And if you didn't catch the beginning, you'll catch the part where I says that she's gangster. Taking the stand and not snitching, that's gangster. When a lot of cats get out here and start telling and snitching in the police car, and she was under federal custody and went and did her time a whole year, that's gangster, my brother. That's gangster. Most women, I know a lot of women that stand up. Big shouts out to Twiggy. When it did, 14 years, I think? She from Harlem. I can name a bunch of females that went and stood their ground, and all these men out here mostly is snitching. No problem, 313 Hugo Boss. No doubt. But I'm just giving props. A lot of females is tougher than you guys out here. The tough ones that shoot out, bang out, I'll punch you in your face, and yeah, where they at now, I'm going to get them. As soon as the police is in the car, they telling the police, I know where they at. I'm going to get them for you. And bring them in and get them locked up and took away from their families. So that's why I give props to females. And big up to the females that's been killing it in this rap game. And we looking for some more. And we doing the females because of the males. Y'all been running the game for a long time. So, we like what the women doing, and it's an equal game, so men and women. So that's why we doing it. Big shouts out to Miss Deb. She got her reality show with women up there, pushing the female artists. So y'all go and check that out. I think it's on the We channel. Miss Deb joint, Waka Flocka's mother. Big shout out to her. Shout out to her brother Joe the Boss. That's my bro. Shout out to Bimmy. Shout out to their whole family, because they all making moves, man. So we got to give props where props is due. So y'all go check that out. So yeah, we doing this for the ladies. Chris Bo Jones is coming, looking for the next hot female artist, man. And once we blow her up, we get the next one and blow the next one up. And then we gonna come looking for some of y'all male artists that don't have no contacts on how to get your music into the game. We gonna keep that reality show rolling. So y'all stay tuned, man. Your boy Big Boosie, man. Make sure y'all share this, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Make sure y'all stay tuned. So, you know, for my next joints when I come up here, man, I'm on deck. I'll see y'all in a few, man. Your boy Big Boosie, Street Knowledge Podcast.